Ooh, what's that look on your face, Ivy? Oh, don't tell me you're jealous.
No, Julian, what I am is disgusted. There is nothing more appalling than watching two middle-aged, oversexed fools paw at each other. Oh, and Rebecca? I hope you have a wonderful imagination, because you're going to need it to fantasize about a real man when you're making whoopee with Julian.
Oh, you're so terribly amusing, darling. We'll see how amused you are when you're no longer living here, enjoying the benefits of being Mrs. Julian Gray.
I'm not going anywhere, Julian.
You really think you have a choice in the matter? Your history, darling. Call a cab. You're getting to heave-ho. Passing off your and your lover's bastard as my son all these years. In the good old days, I would have had you flogged.
Go to hell, Julian.
Now, where were we? Right about here, I think.
Oh, well, darling, as much as I would love to continue this, I have another surprise in mind for you.
Ooh, be still my heart. What is it? Did flogging give you ideas? Do tell.
Patience, pet. We'll play tonight. I have quite another surprise in mind.
Ooh.
Can you believe it? We finally found the right person. You have Teresa and I have Louise.
Yeah.
You know, I know that what's happened, you finding out that you're not a Crane was terrible, but at least you have Teresa to help you through it.
You're right. You know, she's so wonderful. I love her so much. Next to you, she's the person I love most in the world.
I feel the same way. Aside from the Louise, you're the man that I love the most.
Sheridan and Ethan are so close. I am glad he has her in his life.
Yep, Sheridan stuck by him, all right.
Unlike Julian and Alistair totally turned their backs on Ethan when they found out that he was Sam Bennett's son.
Yeah, well, the Cranes are all trash. All of them except Sheridan.
Yeah, she is different. It doesn't matter to her that they're not related. She still loves Ethan.
Yeah, they're as close as they ever were. Maybe even closer.
Oh, fine. Why don't the two of you just make yourselves comfortable? You've been so busy, doing absolutely nothing, while I have had to deal with Miguel, braving the fires of hell to save Charity.
I told you getting rid of Charity wasn't a day at the beach. That girl is dead lucky.
Well, she's going to be really dead soon.
Unless her luck holds and Miguel finds a way to get her out. I wouldn't be surprised if those two were at some cozy cafe somewhere, sipping lattes, even as we speak.
Oh. Jamaica go for a latte himself. He's not a morning person.
I know. I'll go make some coffee.
You actually have to make your coffee.
Listen, dear. Since I lost my powers, I have to do things the way mere mortals do them. Gone are the days when I could just snap my fingers and whatever I wanted would appear.
What was that?
Well, sounds like the coffee maker grinding beans. It was the coffee maker grinding beans. And it started just on its own, right when I snapped my fingers. Maybe a little of my powers are coming back to me.
Very little. Wait a minute. Wait! If some of your powers are slowly starting to return, that must mean that Miguel has not succeeded in finding Charity. Yes! He's failed, and therefore, Charity is on her way to being completely destroyed.
Miguel. Father Lanigan, you scared me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I know you didn't sleep last night.
How could I? Knowing Miguel is in there somewhere. He's gonna come back, isn't he, Father? He has to.
I'm afraid you'd better prepare for the worst, Kay. Miguel is up against evil forces. Very powerful forces determined to destroy Charity. They will do whatever they can to stop Miguel.
Well, what are you saying, Father?
He may never come back, Kay. Miguel may be devoured by the souls of the damned and stay forever in the fires of hell.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I want to thank you for letting me stay here.
Of course. Are you kidding? I love having my old roomie back. I mean, don't you remember when I was living in Paris and you came to visit me?
Yeah, we spent the summer together. And all your neighbors thought I was your new boyfriend because we seemed to be so close.
We were close. We still are.
Oh, they refused to believe I was your nephew.
Oh, we never could convince them. I mean, they were so positive that there was some hanky-panky going on. Oh, and after you left to go back to law school, they were all so sorry that I'd lost my nice American boyfriend. Ah, silly.
I'm going up to the main house. I want to return these to Julian.
Yeah, that's right. We don't take anything from the Cranes.
I love these pieces so much. But now that Ethan's not a Crane, they don't belong to me.
Look, sis, I know you'd always dreamed of being Mrs. Ethan Crane and living that lifestyle.
Yeah. I did. Being Ethan's wife. Spending the rest of my life with the man I love, that's what's most important. Now that it's much more difficult for Ethan. Because he's used to the Crane lifestyle, and he wanted to give it to me.
Sheridan's used to the same lifestyle, and I'm never going to be able to give it to her. She's going to have to make a big adjustment.
Luis, she won't mind. She loves you.
I know. But still, it's going to be hard. It's going to be harder than she realizes.
I want you to assign Crane Security's best investigator to this right away. I need to know who sent that letter to the tabloids. Yes, I want a name now. Whoever invaded my privacy is going to pay. What? What? What do you mean you've been told not to take orders from me? Now you listen to me, Quint. I am still Mrs. Crane, and you will do exactly as I say, or you will be lucky to get employment as a school crossing guard. I want this to be the #1 priority. I want that name, and I want it yesterday.
You've piqued my curiosity, Rebecca. You tell me you're surprised.
Oh, I'll do better than tell you. I'll show you.
Good day, Julian.
Oh, Harper, why aren't you out chasing ambulances or whatever it is you do?
Very funny.
Julian, is that any way to talk to your #1 attorney? Mr. Harper is the best, and you know it.
Well, yes, but the question is, what's he doing here and what prevented him from using the front door?
Me? I didn't want him to run into Ivy.
Well, why not? What's going on, Rebecca?
Mr. Harper is handling your divorce.
Well, I hadn't yet considered even calling my attorney. I must hand it to you, Rebecca. You move fast.
Why waste any time? I mean, Julian, after what Ivy has done to you, the humiliation she's brought on you and, well, onto the Crane name. Oh, I don't see how there's anything else you can do but divorce her right away.
Oh, the idea that I might be getting my powers back, it's thrilling.
I'll tell you what's thrilling to me. The idea that Miguel hasn't gotten to Charity.
You're positive he hasn't?
What else would explain the fact that you're feeling your powers slowly returning? Miguel has failed. He's lost. I've won.
Extra, extra! Read all about it!
What? What's this, an ad?
Full page! Open it up! Hidden Passions arrives at local bookstores today!
Oh, this is terrible news, Timmy. Oh, this book's going to get me in so much trouble. Especially now it's out here in Harmony.
Timmy and Tabby will be rolling in dough.
Everybody's going to start reading about their neighbors' secrets. And this burg is going to go off like a blinking volcano.
Personally, I can't wait.
Disgruntled townsfolk are going to be arriving on my doorstep, ready to burn me at the stake again. Come on, Timmy, get your coat. We've got to get down to the book cafe and stop this before it spins out of control.
No. Father, no. Miguel will be okay. I know he will.
I will pray for him, Kay, and Charity, but I know what they're up against. That's why I tried to stop Miguel from going into this closet, into the fires of hell.
Miguel! Miguel! He's in there, Father. They've got him.
I must do something. He's not prepared to fight the evil, the lies, the deception. I've got to save him.
No!
Let me go! Hold him!
Let me go!
That poor boy must be going through.
What's going on?
Has anything happened?
Miguel? Nothing new. He's
been in there since last night.
Well, shouldn't he have found Charity by now? Unless...
Well, I don't know what the going rate for alimony is these days.
For a billionaire, it's not cheap.
Yeah. Ivy's a cheap, round-heeled slut.
Who will ask for the moon.
We'll cut her off. Well, just cancel her credit cards and her charge accounts, and then empty her bank accounts and transfer everything into your name.
You are bad.
Well, Ivy has earned this.
In spades.
Oh, I really think, darling, there's nothing else you can do but cut her off.
You really want to push it that far?
Rebecca has unerring instincts. She's always spot on.
What about the jewelry? You know, all those very beautiful and priceless items that Julian has given Ivy over the years. Can you get those back?
You really are out for blood.
Well, why not? With the way that witch has hurt poor Julian, I mean the emotional pain. Not to mention the fact that she has been a wife in name only to Julian for years. Oh, he has suffered, Mr. Harper. He has. Being trapped in a loveless marriage for all these years.
You're so right, Rebecca. You're right as rain.
Well, just exactly what do you want to leave Ivy with?
Well, we have been married for over 20 years.
Nothing. Ivy gets nothing.
What do you think Hector was doing with that bowl?
I'm using it to see what Miguel is up to down in the fires of hell. See if he's gotten close to Charity yet. Why don't you two stick around? It might be fun. And now that Tabitha's getting her power pack recharged, well, you might be able to do some magic of your own.
No, I don't think my powers are sufficiently up to speed yet. Besides, I have much more pressing matters to deal with. Come on, that damn book.
Teresa was just here. What? Well, why didn't she come in?
Well, she knew you were with Sheridan and didn't want to interrupt. She thought you might need some time to talk.
No, that sister of yours, she's one of a kind.
She's pretty wonderful.
So, where'd you go?
To the mansion. She wanted to ask your mother if she could have the day off and just give Julian back the crane pearls and the brooch.
Why?
She didn't feel like she should keep them now.
Oh, Teresa. No, you shouldn't have to do this. You shouldn't have to.
If it is the last thing I do, I'm going to find out who sent that letter to the tabloid. And when I do, Muriel?
Yes, Mrs. Crane.
Will you please have cook prepare a breakfast tray and bring it into the solarium?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I've been instructed to not take any orders from you.
And who exactly gave you these instructions?
I'd rather...
Answer me, damn it!
Mrs. Hotchkiss.
Oh, that hag! If she thinks she is getting away with this...
Well, it was never my intention to go out of my way for Ivy, but to leave her with nothing...
Well, that's what she deserves.
Well, I thought you were her best friend.
I'm your best friend, Julian. I'm just thinking of your interests and those of the Crane family.
Oh, how refreshing. A woman who isn't consumed by her own interests.
Oh, Julian. I will always put your interests and little Julian's interests first.
Little Julian? Is there another member of this family I'm not aware of?
No, it's,
I don't want to know. Just tell me what you want me to do.
Ivy gets bupkis. Rien du tout. Nothing at all.
Look, Tabitha. It's just like the other bookstore out west. Tabby's a smash hit.
No, I'm toast. Oh, this is horrible.
Look, they're actually reading it.
Scandalous.
And altogether delicious. Could it really be true? That must be some hot book.
Here I thought Harmony was a quiet little town.
We're living in a regular paying place.
I've got to think of something, Timmy, and fast.
I can't believe it. Each page is more sizzling than the last.
Yes, the last. Keep reading, keep turning the page to the last.
What? That's odd. I can't remember a thing I just read. Any of it.
The spell Tabby put at the end of the book. It makes everyone forget what they just read.
I have no idea what's in the book or even what it's about.
You have nothing to worry about, Tabby. Your spell's working. Everyone can buy the book, read it, and not remember a single word.
Really? Well, tell me this, Mr. Smarty Pants. What if somebody picks up the book and then just flips through a couple of the steamier chapters and puts the book down without having read the spell? All they'll remember are the juicy bits, and we'll be doomed, Timmy, doomed.
Good point. Princess is in a lot of trouble.
Water, water, hear my spell. Show me the whereabouts of Miguel. I must know if he nears Charity. Show me with perfect clarity. I must watch the actions of Miguel. I must be certain Charity burns in hell.
I wish there was some way for us to know what's going on in there. At least find out if Miguel did get to Charity.
No. Nobody is opening that closet door. We can't risk someone else getting pulled in.
So what are we supposed to do? Sit here and wait for Miguel to somehow get us a message?
No, even if we do hear from Miguel, we have to make absolutely certain it's really him. We don't want evil to deceive us.
I pray Miguel's love for Charity will overcome evil's tricks and deception.
It's all my fault. All of it. I sold my soul to Hecuba, helped her lure Charity into the fires of hell. And now Miguel may never come back.
We can only pray he will.
I can't pray, Father. I don't have a soul. I love Miguel with all my heart, and there is nothing I can do to help him. How am I going to live with myself? Maybe there is something I can do.
Kid, what are you doing?
I'm going to save Miguel.
Hey, you can't go in there! What are you doing, Kate? Hey, you got... Don't open the... Teresa!
Mrs. Crane.
Is Ethan here? Where is he? How is he?
This has been very hard on him, Mrs. Crane. But Ethan is strong.
Go in. I've been, very worried about Ethan, but he has you in his life, and I am grateful for that. It is so important that you be there for him now.
I will always be in his life.
I wish I could be there for him, but I know he doesn't want anything to do with me.
I am going to do everything I can to help bring you and Ethan back together.
Oh, Teresa. Oh, that is so sweet. You know, I love you like a daughter already. And just as Pilar is my confidant, I hope you will be too. I know I can trust you. And that's so important to me in light of everything that's happened.
I'm glad.
Right now, my entire focus is on tracking down whoever sent that letter I wrote to Sam to the tabloids.
It is?
Oh, yes. And when I find out who did it, I will stop at nothing to destroy them.
I'll have papers drawn up and sent over for your approval.
Tout sweet.
Mr. Harper, might I suggest you leave the same way you came in?
Of course. We wouldn't want me running into Ivy. That might prove to be messy.
Neat and tidy. That's my motto. I'm certainly glad you're on my side, darling. And I'd hate to have you as the enemy.
You never will.
Julian Crane. Wait, what? Say again? Well, you most certainly will not. You scrap the whole damn thing. Oh, that was Crane's security. Apparently, Ivy's ordered them to conduct an all-out search for the person who sent her love letter to that rag. I'm going to waste valuable manpower on such nonsense.
What a wonderful tag team we make, huh? Did you hear Teresa just hammering in those little nails into her own coffin? She is gonna have Ethan so worked up that he's gonna show no mercy when he finds out who's behind this.
Mother, you're the one who sent the email to the tabloid.
From Teresa's computer. I mean, if they ever manage to trace that email, it's gonna go right back to little Miss Guacamole. If you want my opinion, Julian, I think you should let Crane Security investigate. I mean, you really should find out who it is. I mean, honestly, Julian, don't you want to know? I mean, who knows what other kind of info this person could have?
Perhaps you're right. I'll call them back.
It is going to be so sweet when everyone finds out that Teresa is the guilty party. Oh, I can't wait.
No! You're not going anywhere.
Let me go. I've got to save
There's
Miguel.
nothing you can do, Kay. There's nothing any of us can do. If you set one foot through that door, you're going to be swallowed up by the souls of the damned.
Well, there's got to be something that we can do.
You've got to listen to me.
This is driving me crazy.
Look, he's my friend, too. I know he would want me not to let you follow him, okay?
You don't understand. Kay, I understand how upset you are, but you have got to relax. If you don't stop this, you're only going to make yourself sick. I'm already sick. You really love him, don't you? You're even willing to risk your life for him. There's nothing to risk. I've already lost it all. What are you talking about? Nothing. I'm just talking.
I got it. I've got it. Let's all get out of here. Out of this room, away from the closet. We'll go downstairs, we'll fix ourselves a humongous breakfast, and then I'm gonna get on the computer. Research some old church documents, see if I can't figure out a way to help Charity and Miguel get out of hell. Come on.
Come, evil forces, show me Miguel. Is he nearing Charity? Or will she burn in hell?
Charity! Charity, where are you?
Oui, certainement. Well, well. It isn't the housekeeper's daughter. To what do we owe this pleasure, Teresa?
I came to ask Mrs. Crane for the day off.
Oh, well, why don't you take the rest of the year off? Because in a very short time, Mrs. Crane will be out of here herself, which means that you'll be back on the unemployment line.
If you think you can toss me out of here that easily, Julian, well, you have another think coming. I've already told you. If you succeed in getting a divorce, and I do mean if, I will be the one who gets everything. And so you will be the one out on the street. And as for you, leopard lady, how dare you give orders to my household staff? Your relationship with Julian aside, you are still a guest in this house, and I am still Mrs. Crane.
Oh, I assure you the clock is winding down on that, dear. I thought you were leaving.
Not until I return something to you, Mr. Crane.
There's only one thing to do, lad. The solution is buy every book in the store. Get them all out of here.
But what about the people who already have them in their hands and are standing in line to pay for them?
Just snatch them right out of their hands.
That's stealing. Tabby could go to jail.
Considering the alternative, a stretch in jail would seem like a day at the seaside.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Oh, it's for my book club. I just want to make sure that everyone has a copy.
I just talked to my dad at the hospital. Mom's doing better, but she's resting, so I didn't say anything about Charity Miguel. I didn't want to worry him or make my mom more upset. You did the right thing, Jessica.
I think you should join the others, Kay. There's comfort with those you love and who love you.
Comfort. Not for me.
You must forgive yourself, Kay. Turn to God for salvation.
I can't be saved. I have no soul. Now that I've tried to help you save Charity, I don't think Hecuba's ever gonna give it back. And I deserve that.
You must never say that.
Look what I've done to my family. I mean, I've caused them nothing but grief. And Miguel,
Pray with me.
why? My prayers won't be heard. I have no soul, Father. And that's probably a good thing, because I can't really feel anything. And if I did, I don't think I could live with the pain and guilt of everything that I've done. Anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm gonna keep looking. There's got to be some way to help Charity Miguel.
Charity! Charity, where are you?
Sweet Charity?
Who are you?
Miguel, pobrecito. It's a tad bit hot where you are. See, guapo? You are wasting your time. She's gone. You're never gonna find her.
I have to!
Never, never, nunca! She's gonna die. And so are you now. And the two of you will burn in hell for all eternity.
These belong to you, Mr. Crane.
Yes,
No, Teresa, you do not have to give them back.
Yes, I do. They belong to Mr. Crane.
been in the family for decades.
Please take them.
Indeed, I will.
How did this happen? How could it come to this?
Poor Ethan. I feel so bad for him. He's having such a hard time thinking of Teresa giving back the Crane jewelry.
Well, she doesn't need those things. She's better off without them.
Yeah, but now Ethan feels like he can't give her the things that she deserves.
Things. That's all they are.
He loves her so much. I mean, now he has to live a totally different lifestyle, something that's so foreign to him.
He'll get used to it.
Ethan has always had money. I mean, now he has to live the lifestyle of a poor person.
I mean, the kind of lifestyle you'd have to live if you were with a cop.
Oh, Louise, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean the way that it sounded. Louise!
Sure glad you didn't want them wrapped. It'd take me a week.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you very much. Well, that's the lot of them. Now, no one will be able to read the secrets in harmony of the other good burgers. Oh, I think we just spared ourselves being run out of town on a rail, Timmy, or worse.
Wow, they just flew out of here.
Hey, it's Beth over at the Book Cafe in Harmony. Yeah, you know that order you just sent over? Gone. All of them. Yeah, you better load up another truck. They're going like hotcakes. In fact, why don't you make it 2 trucks? Okay.
Oh, Timmy. We're done for.
Okay, I'm really worried about you. I don't know what you've done. I don't know what you're involved in. But I'm really scared. I'm scared too, Simone. I'm afraid we're never going to see Miguel and Charity again. They want Charity, and they'll stop at nothing.
That's it. I found something! I found something!
What?
I found a way to get Charity and Miguel out of the fires of hell.
No.
You local fool. Forget about Charity. She's a goner. And now, so are you. The notion that you would be able to save her with your love? Really? Where do you get such idiotic ideas?